running of our Corps. Please rise. Almighty Father, whose command is over all and whose love never fails, make me aware of thy precepts and obedience to thy will. Keep me true to my best self. Guard me against dishonesty in purpose and deed, and help me to live so that I can face my fellow Marines, my loved ones, and thee without shame or fear. Protect my family. Give me the will to do the work of a Marine and to accept my shared responsibilities with vigor and enthusiasm. Grant me the courage to be proficient in my daily performance. Keep me loyal and faithful to my superiors and to the duties my country and the Marine Corps have entrusted to me. Make me considerate of those committed to my leadership. Help me wear my uniform with dignity and let it remind me daily of the traditions which I must uphold. If I am inclined to doubt, steady my faith. If I am tempted, make me strong to resist. If I should miss the mark, give me the courage to try again. Guide me with light of truth and grant me with the wisdom, by which I may understand the answer to my prayer. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. rise to the entry of the Bishop Party, Mr. William Phelps, Corbin ISD, Permanent Manager, Career and Technical Education, and Cadet Lieutenant Lauren Lively, Battalion Commander of Ridge Point High School, Marine Corps, JROTC. Please remain standing for the marching of the colors, the playing of our national anthem, and the entry of the traditional birthday cake.
Escort presents sword
And salute. Ready, two.
escort order sword
Detail. Forward. March. Detail. Hold. Switch.
On November 1st, 1921, Major General John A. LeJeune, 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, directed that a reminder of the honorable service of the Corps be published by every command to all Marines throughout the globe on the birthday of the Corps. Since that day, Marines have continued to distinguish themselves on many battlefields and Caribbean shores, in war and in peace. On this 246th birthday of the Corps, in compliance with the will of the 13th Commandant, Article 38, U.S. Marine Corps Manual, edition 1921, is published as follows.
On November 1st, 1921, John A. LeJeune, 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, directed a reminder of the honorable service of the Corps to be published by every command to all Marines throughout the globe on the birthday of the Corps. Since that day, Marines have continued to distinguish themselves on many battlefields and foreign shores, in war and peace. On this birthday of the Corps, therefore, in compliance with the will of the 13th Commandant, Article 39, 38, United States Marine Corps Manual, edition 1921, is republished as follows. On November 10, 1775, a Corps of Marines was created by the resolution of Continental Congress. Since that day, many thousand men have borne the name Marine. In memory of them, it is fitting that we who are Marines should commemorate this birthday of our Corps by calling to mind the glories of its long and illustrious history. The record of our Corps is one which will bear comparison with that of the most famous military organizations in the world's history. During 90 of the first 146 years of its existence, the Marine Corps has been in action against nation's foes. From the Battle of Trenton and Argonne, Marines have won foremost honors in war, and in the long eras of tranquility at home, generation after generation of Marines have grown gray in war in both hemispheres and in every corner of the seven seas, that our country and its citizens might enjoy peace and security. In every battle and skirmish since the birth of the Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion until the term Marine has come to signify that all is highest in the military efficiency and soldierly virtue. This name of distinction and soldierly repute, who we are, Marines today, have received from those who have preceded us in the Corps. With it, we also have received from them the eternal spirit which has animated our Corps from generation to generation and has been the distinguishing mark from the Marines of every age. So long as that spirit continues to flourish, Marines will be found equal to every emergency in the future as they have in the past, and the men of our nation will regard us as worthy successors to the long line of illustrious men who have served as soldiers of sea since the founding of the Corps. J. A. LeJeune, Major General, U.S. Marine Corps, 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps.
The inspiring message of the 13th Commandant has left its mark in the hearts and minds of all Marines. By deed and act, from Guadalcanal to Iwo Jima, from Incheon to the Chosin, from the battles in Vietnam to the liberations of Kuwait, during crisis intervention from Lebanon to Somalia and Kosovo, and most recently in Afghanistan, Marines have continued to epitomize those qualities which have made our Corps the most lethal fighting force. Ladies and gentlemen, a message from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General David Berger.
Must be prepared to fight and win. Tonight, Marines around the world proudly celebrate 246 years of defending our great nation. Our warrior lineage and the battles that have been fought and won across generations have become legend. same grit and steel, with the same moral instincts, and the same unending will to fight.
Marines remain physically, mentally, and emotionally tough, forged in the crucible to overcome fear and adversity. In these ways, the Corps and the lifelong faith we place in each other is proudly unchanging.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now, raining debris on all of us.
On the 11th day of September 2001, our country was attacked. Like the attack on Pearl Harbor 60 years before, that day changed everything.
Our Marines have fought in more hostile places like Anbar, Singing, Fallujah, Helmand, Mosul. We earned our reputation as an elite counterinsurgency force. But that remains only part of who we are.
After 5 days, everybody, Marines, raise our beloved American flag. Let's have a mouse here, buddy.
What Marines are, what Marines have always been, is amphibious warfighters. And the changing battle now requires us to return to our origins, relying on foundations built by the Marines that came before us. The Marine Corps' identity remains the same. Our infantry battalions will remain at the center of what we do, and the Marine and their rifle will continue to be one of the deadliest weapons on the battlefield. But being ready now requires us to return to the seas and shores of maritime terrain.
The history of the Marine Corps is marked by a series of paradigm shifts, and this is one of them. The hard-won lessons of Iraq and Afghanistan and the blood Marines have shed there will not soon be forgotten. We're using the lessons of our past combined with the weapons of the future to reimagine our warfighting capabilities through continuous adaptation and experimentation.
Marines around the globe, Marines like you, are a vital part of this effort. Your ideas, your feedback will be key to moving the Marine Corps into the future and ensure that we will continue our legacy of winning battles.
And to the Marines who have served our nation and returned home to continue to fight and win battles of a different kind in their own communities, we thank you.
As Marine brothers and sisters, Semper Fidelis is a pledge that we promise to live by. The work of our Marine veterans is a living testament to the faith Marines keep with each other, with our Corps, and with our country. The next generation of Marines may operate differently and in different places than the Marines who wear the Eagle Globe and Anchor today. But they will join a long and proud heritage of Marine fighters who have never turned from a threat, never turned from an enemy. We will always remain most ready when our nation is least ready, because we must protect our shores and we must protect our citizens. It's still going to be the Marines who defend this nation.
Semper Fidelis, and happy birthday, Marines.
It is.
Test.
It is now my honor to introduce to you the Battalion Commander for Ridge Point High School, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Lauren Lively.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending our 246th Marine Corps birthday ball. It is my honor to introduce to you the guest of honor, Mr. William Phelps. His bio reads as follows.
William Phelps is a proud United States Marine Corps veteran. Having joined the United States Marine Corps in 2002, he eventually obtained the rank of sergeant and was deployed to Afghanistan in 2008. Upon leaving the Marine Corps, he received his bachelor's and master's degree and made the field of education his next adventure. He has taught in Spring ISD and is currently a CTE administrator at Fort Bend ISD, where he directly supports all of the JROTC units. Throughout his 7 years and 10 months of service, William has the opportunity to travel and explore the world. The greatest accomplishment in his life currently is his son, Austin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. William Phelps.
All right, thank you all for being here today. Cadets, I promise you I'll be pretty fast tonight. Happy birthday to our beloved Marine Corps. Thank you to your amazing Marine Corps Junior ROTC instructors, Captain Escatel, and also First Sergeant Ladd. Can we give them a hand, please? Also, can we give all these cadets a hand tonight also for staying September the 11th was a regular Mississippi Tuesday morning for me. I was a senior in high school and was actually in my Navy Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps class when the first plane hit the towers. I remember my first sergeant turning to us at the time and saying that America is under attack. We had no idea how much our lives would change that day. Every major battle this great nation has been in, the Marine Corps has been there. The Marine Corps motto of honor, courage, and commitment is something that we live by. We honor our past, the wars we have fought in. We honor the wounded warriors and also all of our veterans. We also honor those who will never wear the uniform on this land again, those who went on. We are courageous as Marines, but being courageous does not mean that we are not fearful, but the ideas that we believe in allow us in tough times to stand tall. Commitment is defined by Webster as the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. The Marine Corps for over 246 years have been committed to the American ideal that people, all people, have the right to life, liberty, and also the pursuit of happiness. We have committed to keeping the greatest nation in the world safe. Our greatest general, in my opinion, in the Marine Corps history, General Krulak once stated that he did not intend for honor, courage, and commitment to be just words. He expected them to frame the way that we live and how also we act. The reason I have focused on honor, courage, and commitment tonight is because many of the seniors in this room will be graduating in June. You will step into a world that is fast, smart, and innovative. Many of you may never put on the uniform. However, you will serve in many other ways. You will have to partner and work with others and people who have very different perspectives than you do. For some of you, you have spent countless hours dedicating your time to Ridge Point High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. 10 years from today, you will forget who I am. You will forget everything that I said, but you will look back on these days with fondness because you will realize that in these halls, you learned the value of honor, courage, and commitment. In closing, told you I wasn't going to be long. In closing, I want to go back to that clear Mississippi morning in September of 2001. That was the day that I made the decision that if I were ever to wear the cloth of this great nation, it would have United States Marines on the chest. Last month, our nation lost one of its most decorated soldiers, General Colin Powell. He was our country's first African-American Secretary of State, our first African-American Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and also our first African-American National Security Advisor. In his memoir, he stated that he lived by 13 rules. I am not going to read the rules to you tonight, but I want to let you know my favorite rule, and it's something that I would like for you all to remember. Rule number 11, have a vision and be demanding. Great leaders inspire every follower at every level to internalize their purpose and to understand that their purpose goes far beyond the mere details of their job. So Ridgepoint High School, Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps cadets, be demanding in life and never forget to live a life of service. Thank you all for having me. May God bless the United States Marine Corps, and may God continue to bless these great United States of America.